We have invited Mr. K. Ravindran. He's going to talk about safe management of medical gases. He's a BE in mechanical engineering, having 18 years of experience with Linde India Limited. So he will give us his talk on managing medical gases in hospitals. Thank you.
Good morning to all. In hospitals, gases have been used in different forms in terms of cylinders and in terms of liquid forms. So particularly oxygen, we have supplying in, there is a storage vessel and there is in terms of cylinders, and remaining all other gases, mostly it is used in the cylinder. So I will be talking about the safe handling of cylinders and what are the other important factors to be taken care while handling the cylinders. That's one. Like this, I will go through what are the medical gases we are using and what is the causes for incidents happening in the hospitals and hazards, and how to use the cylinders safely and how to handle the liquids safely. The main causes of accidents which is happening over our analyzing shows inadequate training and supervision. The cylinders which is being handled, which is being used by the hospital authority, were not aware of the exact usage point and what is the unsafe act which we are doing. And next one is the poor installation. This particularly applying to the manifold system, where we connect the cylinder which is being supplied to entire hospital oxygen supply. Then again coming to the maintenance of those things. Like in our manifolds, we have tailpipes, we have the pressure regulators, we have the pressure gauges. If it is not maintained properly, it creates accidents. Then again, using of faulty equipment and which is not supposed to be used in oxygen service, that also it happens. And there's a poor handling, poor storage, and ventilation, which is the main criteria. If the ventilation is not proper in the manifold gas cylinders area, then that is also, it causes accidents. In handling cylinders, it's a compressed gas cylinders. What are all the hazards involved? Because the cylinders, have a pressure of 150 kg per cm squared. When it comes to open, if it is not maintained properly, when it's come to atmosphere, it will create a problem. The people stand nearby. That's what the impact of blast of gas cylinder. In case of explosion, a rapid release of compressed gas. If the release is heavy, then the compressed gas, maybe it will affect our eye and our skin, everything. Then part of gas cylinders, in case of anything happens, the cylinders which is fall from that place, it will create the issues. Then fire resulting from the escape of flammable gas, impact from falling cylinders. The cylinder, if it's fell down also, it will create a problem. This just show the fire triangle, which many of people know that oxygen, fuel, source of ignition. If these three happens only, a fire can occur. If we eliminate any one, the fire will not occur. This is the general rule of anything fire happens. So here, oxygen is the major use in hospitals. So if we handle the oxygen safely and perfectly, the fire part will not occur. That's what it shows. This simple arrangement of the cylinder, how it looks internally. So there is a shell which is thickness of around 6 mm, and the shoulder, it will be around slightly more by 1.5 mm more, because to take care of the impact of valving and other things. And there is a valve protection guard has been provided. And the cylinders will undergo the periodical testing once in 5 years as per the gas cylinders rule. So the testing part which will be indicated. So this is a simple arrangement of the cylinder, how it looks. Invariably, if it is oxygen or nitrogen or helium, this is the arrangement of the cylinders. And as I told you, there is a liquid form which the supply is being made when a huge volume of oxygen is required. This is the simple arrangement of the vessel. The vessel will having two vessels. There is the outer vessel and inner vessel. In inner vessel only, the liquid has been stored. The liquid oxygen, the temperature will be almost minus 192 degrees centigrade. So that's why the outer vessel is protects, and there is an insulation medium so that the evaporation will be reduced. and the liquid will go through the vaporizing coil. So that it will be after the vaporizing coil here, if you this area, sorry, it will become a gas. So the gas will flow to the pipeline through the wards and other areas at the required pressure. This is a common cylinder color codes. What are the medical gases used? Oxygen, NOx, helium, nitrogen, air. This is the common standard, Indian standard color code. So the main reason is at the hospital, if the people who doesn't know, they should not touch the color changes. It happens in the history. We had a lot of incidents changing the colors at the customer place, which can be, as a user level, you should not do any changes in the cylinder. That is the reason this color code has been specified. Coming to cylinder handling. Cylinder handling, you know, lot of people are using cylinders like maintenance team and nurses and other ward boys, they are handle cylinders. So how to safely handle the cylinders. So first thing is PPEs, that's a personal protective equipment. If not, helmet is not required, but hand gloves is the must. The reason is, we know we had experience when the empty cylinders coming back to our filling station, there are blood stains and other things we noticed. So that is the reason to avoid that type of biohazard and other things, we should take care of the thing. Use the gloves when you are handling the cylinders. And cylinder handling, freestanding, vertical cylinders. In my next slide, I can show you how the cylinders can be secured. But cylinders should not be kept separately in a lone place, because there is a very chances of falling of cylinders. Because if the cylinder is fallen, we cannot try to hold it also because of its weight. So cylinders should be secured in one corner of the place with the chain arrangements and other things. Like this, if the volume is more, we can use this type of arrangement. Otherwise, single cylinders, we should park it in one corner with a chain arrangement. And never roll cylinders around the gas, as this may cause the valve to open accidentally. Because when you are rolling the cylinder, people by not intentionally, by mistake, they can open the valve. So the sudden release of pressure, with that 150 kg pressure it is released, people cannot hold the cylinder also. So that's the point. So when you are opening, when you are rolling, you should handle with the trolleys. You should not roll. If it is short distance, maybe you can try, but not for the long distance. Like this, the trolley which is shown on the right hand side, that type of trolley is being used, and now most of the hospitals are using. Still, wherever the areas required to be put more of this type of trolleys, can we think of. This type of dragging of cylinders, because now the valves has been provided to the valve guard. The valve guard is meant to safeguard of the valve, but not for lifting or dragging of those cylinders. It's at the end user who are not aware of these things. People used to drag the cylinders with them using of valve guards. And in case of any cylinder is falling, we should not attempt to catch the cylinder, because the weight is the total cylinder weight, including with the gas weight, it will comes to around 65 kg. So people should not try to attempt to catch hold of the cylinders if it is falling. Now this is the main important factor, which is valve protection guard, which is very important for the cylinders, which is coming with the compressed at 150 kg per cm square. If the valve guard is not there, then how it works, the impact, I will just show you for the video.
When a typical cylinder is filled to its design pressure of 2400 psi, it will contain almost 300 cubic feet of atmospheric pressure gas, or about 160 times the internal volume of the cylinder. This compression of gas represents a tremendous amount of stored energy. If the outlet valve is broken off, The sudden release of compressed gas can turn the cylinder into a missile with energy to shoot through a cinder block wall. In one reported incident, a damaged cylinder penetrated 2 sheet metal walls before becoming airborne and exiting through the roof. The tank reached an altitude of 140 feet before falling back through the building's roof a second time. When a steel cylinder becomes a projectile, it can move with great force, at high speeds, and in unpredictable directions, with the potential to cause serious or fatal injury.
Yeah, this is the very importance of what we call as a valve protection guard. The guard is provided to safeguard of the valve, because in case of any impact, you can see from the video how the cylinder will go like a racket. It can go up to 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers if there is no restriction. Otherwise, even if the valve is there, any vehicles, everything it will damage. That's why the valve protection guard is very important. And there are cases at the customer place, they remove the valve guards to fix the pressure regulators and all. That we should avoid, because the valve guard is designed so that pressure regulator can be fitted properly. So we should not remove the valve guards just for fixing of the regulator. And this is the manifold simple arrangement, how the cylinders in a bank connected at the manifold is a small arrangement. There may be 20 cylinders manifold right hand side and left hand side with the pressure regulator arrangement. This way how it works. There is a cylinders will come with 150 kg pressure, and there is a pressure regulator which is reducing to 4 required hospital pressure, and it goes through the pipeline. There is an alarm system also is there. When it comes to low, the alarm will rise. That's also system. This is the arrangement how the gas supply is going to entire hospital building. These are all the hazard of risk and mitigation. Fire risk from gases that readily support combustion. Oxygen will support fire, as we all know. Oxygen will support a fire. So that's why in gas cylinder storage area, no smoking or naked flame. There should be clear signboard of no smoking and the ventilation. Then fire risk from flammable gases, again, the mitigation will be no smoking. Risk of asphyxiation from release of non-flammable gas and confined space. This particularly asphyxiation, there are hospitals use nitrogen and other gases. Like helium, in MRI scan there will be spurging and other things has been done. During that time, if the room is, if the closed environment, it will be a confined space. So any gas leakage will be there, then you will get accumulate. So as you all know better, when oxygen percentage come down, what will happen? As already my previous speaker has explained, the ventilation is very much important. So that's what ventilation for the non-flammable and asphyxiation gases. Then risk of spontaneous explosion from contact between high pressure oxygen gases, oxygen. They ensure, this is because oxygen is it's like a 150 bar with oxygen, it can explode with in case of any fire. So that's why cylinders, valves and related equipment are kept clean and free from oil. Oil is totally, it should be not be used in oxygen cylinders. Then ensure face and hand creams of patients and personnel are compatible with oxygen. There is oxygen compatible oil, there is oxygen compatible tapes, everything is available. Those things only we have to use it doing for the maintenance. And then there is a polymers commonly used in gas system valves. In case of any ignition, it will produce a toxic byproduct. That is the reason whenever you go for the maintenance of like pressure regulator or anything, you should go for the approved suppliers and their equipment has to be used. And liquid oxygen which is stored in the building, it can cause a cold burn and frostbite and hypothermia. Water, that's a personal protective equipment only can save it on the liquid oxygen usage. Storage, it should be under cover, shed, it should not be open, and keep always clean and ventilation. Don't keep the cylinders near the entrance or in any area, and highly inflammable liquids and other combustibles should be away from the areas. Like this, these are some of the signboards which can be displayed where the oxygen is being used. This is some method how the cylinders can be stored Because why the full and empty segregation is there? There is a case study which I will show you. What is the problem? And this is why how the cylinder has to be stored close to the wall so that it will not fall or in case of any emergency. Again, coming to the manifold, this type of cylinder, the hoses bend, particularly this draw which is showing here, it's bent because it will restrict the gas flow. And the oxygen, what it's spread, when there is a restriction in the flow, there is an enormous heat will be generated in that particular place. So that is the reason the pipe should be clean, like the right hand side with the photo, which is the spiral one which can connect to the cylinders. So any restrictions will generate a heat due to the adiabatic compression, which is the technical term, that will create a high temperature that when oxygen flow is there. And there's a bottom one, which is the photo. The hose is, we should use the standard hose. Non-standard hose in oxygen line will create the problems because we should know about the oxygen compatibility of that hose. Then only it will. The best part is copper hose is connected, copper tailpipes in the manifold. This is particularly about the manifold. It is better. In general, when you connect the pressure regulators, pressure gauges in the cylinders, sometimes people use the pipe wrench because that will create the damages of the hexagonal ring. So what will happen? This is the major problem. Instead of that it gets damaged, people start putting the PTFE tape and try to connect it. If it is not fitted properly, the moment it opens because of the high pressure, it can get it off from the connection. It happened, this type of incidents also happened in hospitals. Again, using of PTFE tape, it's totally to be avoided. Even if you are using it, then it should be oil-free PTFE tape. Whenever if you are buying from the supplier, you should ensure for this, and there are certificates also issued for the batches. We have to ask for that because many hospitals, this PTFE tape, it's called the PTFE tape, it is being used to connect the cylinders. Number one, we should not use it. If you are using it, then you should go for the oil-free PTFE tape. This is very, very important because if it is oil contamination, as I told you, there are three things. One is oxygen is there, oil is there, there is a fuel. In case of any heat, external source come, then there is a chances of fire. Again, this type of valves you might have seen in the smaller cylinder, which is connected in the anesthesia equipment and all, where the major part is which I have shown the sealing washer. Many of the people will not notice about the sealing washer. If it is leaking or if it is not good quality, then that will also create a problem when using the smaller cylinders. Better operating practices, as I already told you, that's correct proper regulator to be used, fitted in the cylinders, and do not allow oil or grease. Because in valve guard removal, some people has used some oil also. There are cases earlier. They used oils to handle the cylinder valve guards. And attach the regulator before opening the valve securely, as I already mentioned, with the proper spanner and other arrangements. And any cylinders to be opened very slowly. But oxygen cylinder, even nitrogen or helium, whatever coming at 150 bars pressure, it should be opened very slowly, not the drastic opening because of sudden pressure release. If the threads is not proper, then pressure regulator will come out. And do not attempt to repair cylinder valves. In case there is a problem, people should not try to repair that valve because you are not know what all types of things to be taken care of for repair the valve. So that is to be avoided. Some examples of proper storage, how the cylinder, this is what, there's a chain arrangement, you can use it, or there's a trolley with the smaller cylinders with the rack arrangement, which can be handled cylinders properly. These are some of the bad practices, particularly this is the welding one. Same medical oxygen cylinders, sometimes without knowingly maintenance department taking for their maintenance purpose, oxygen, acetylene, gas cutting or other things. That totally to be avoided at the hospitals. And people will know about the welding, arc welding for earthing and connection. If it comes in, they will just touch it in a metal rod. They will use cylinder as a metal place. That's what, if they touch, if any spark or anything that comes, the property of the particular place, that cylinder will come down. So we do not know what will happen when during refilling at our site or at the customer place when they are using it. We do not know what will happen because that particular point the property has come down. So as per the rules, this small spark, if it is black spot is there, that cylinder has to be condemned. That's the rule. That's what many companies will do. They will not use those cylinders. Some good way of cylinder handling, do's and don'ts with the trolley arrangement. And this is what oxygen treatment, which you all know where the oxygen is being treated within the hospital to all the hospital, and from patients when they are moving from one place to other. These are all the places. The reason here is there is one case study. This has come in the net because the people who are not monitoring the gas availability or what is the status, how to open the valve. This is what it happens. And in this internet study, which is published in the internet, 50% of the patients only it's getting well treatment of oxygen during the transport. Because the remaining people, there is a lack of oxygen. The main causes is wrong use and handling of the mobile cylinder, which is called the smaller one, and it's getting empty. Because the smaller cylinder, the volume which is having is a very small volume. If once we do not know how much volume is there, so if it is left out. So if somebody is not monitoring, then when the emergency case, when you are connecting, it will become empty. So that's what stock monitoring and what is the status of the cylinder, how to open and close it. All those things a person should need. That's why this area needs improvement and attention from the hospital people. Always, these are some improvement. We have air production when working with compression gas, which is already explained with the sudden release of gas, what will happen. And use regulators which have a high and low pressure range. There are 2-stage regulators. And never refill a cylinder. This also cases has come. At the hospital itself, when there is a requirement of in smaller capacity, they themselves connect a hose from the big cylinders to smaller cylinders. The hose which they are using is the non-standard one. So there are the incidents happen during the transit, the hose has burst and all. That's why you should not do any type of shortcut for filling the cylinder smaller one. Then again, same thing, it is already called never roll the cylinder, never lift a cylinder by the wall, leave an open cylinder unattended, never leave a cylinder unsecured. Grease or oil should not be come in contact with any of the part of oxygen cylinders. Never refill a cylinders. Never attempt to mix cylinders. This is again another case. The cylinders get mixed with the gases at the user level. So finally, this is the main way is always treat the gas cylinders with respect, because the cylinder is carrying a life-saving gas. We should not abuse the cylinder usaging at plot. There are many cases, photos are available. The cylinders, the moment it gets empty, it will be thrown in the dump yard and all, because you do not know that same cylinder will get filled with oxygen, it will come back to you. Because that's the reason the cylinder has to be stored in proper way, it has to be handled in proper way, and give a due respect to the cylinder handling, because this is very, very important, which we in our training program we always insist for that. That is why a lot of other storage and best operating practices which we have been discussing. So thank you very much. Thank you for that.
Can we have one or two questions? Please keep your questions very short.